What's up YouTube, welcome back to another video on my channel Skotrix, and in today's video I'm going to be showing y'all one of the best builds in NBA 2K21 Next Gen. This build gets 80 badges and has max physicals. It's absolutely insane, and I compare it to builds like Ben Simmons because it's a power forward and it has really amazing playmaking, finishing, defense, and it can shoot a little bit, even better than Ben Simmons. So it's a really good all-around build, and honestly I might even delete my build to make this build because it really is that good. So without any further ado, let's get right into the video here. Alright, so first up on this screen, the only thing that's important is you want your position to be a power forward. The hand, jersey number, name, none of that matters. You can set that up however you want, then go ahead and click continue. Now for the next screen right here, first off for the height, you want to stay at 6'9". This is so that you can unlock every single good dunk package. You can unlock every single jump shot, every single good animation that you'll want. You can have at 6'9". Otherwise I would probably make this build 6'10", but it's not worth it to lose the animations. Trust me, it's really just not worth it. Then you can go down to your weight right here, and for the weight you want to move this down quite a bit to 214 pounds. You could see this gives you +5 speed, so you have basically an 80 speed. Once you run on the treadmill and get above 95 overall, that'll get into the mid to high 80s, so really good speed right there. Same thing with acceleration, vertical stamina, all of that is really good. Plus your driving dunk, driving layup, speed with ball, and perimeter defense all go up, which is all really good. Then for your wingspan right here, you just want to go +1. This gives you the 95 driving dunk, and it doesn't take away anything from ball handle, which is really good. If you go any higher, you're going to start to lose ball handle, and you don't want that. 72 ball handle is more than enough in this game. You don't really need to be doing any dribble moves with this build when you can just drive by people and dunk on them, so you'll be good with the 72 ball handle. And remember, once you get over 95 overall, that will go up as well, so you'll be good right there at 7'3" wingspan. Trust me, that's the perfect spot. And then for the body shape right here, this doesn't matter. You can set this up however you want. It doesn't affect the build in any way. All it changes is how the build looks. I'll probably just take Define for this build because it's pretty close to Ben Simmons. But you can choose whichever one you want, whichever one you like the look of the best. Then go ahead and click continue. Now for the attribute and badge distribution for this build, this is where this build gets absolutely insane. And you're going to see, first off, just skip your close shot. You don't need that. Max out your driving layup, driving dunk, standing dunk, and then put your post control up right here to a 36, and this gives you 22 finishing badges, which is really good. You can get basically every single good finishing badge up all the way to Hall of Fame, so that's really good. 22 finishing will be more than enough, especially with your 95 driving dunk, 95 standing dunk, 92 driving layup. You'll be able to finish really good at the rim, dunk on everybody, finish over everybody. Trust me, you'll be a really good finisher with this build. Then for the shooting right here, you want to max out mid-range, three-pointer, and put your free throw all the way up to a 37. This is 3 higher than it needs to be because you only need a 34 to get the 9 badges, but you can put it up to a 37 because you can't get any badges anywhere else with those attributes, and you actually can't even put any attributes anywhere else with those attributes. I can show you at the end what I mean, but 37 on the free throw is the perfect spot. That gives 9 shooting, so this isn't an amazing shooting build, but that's not really what it's made to be. It's made to be the Ben Simmons build, and this honestly has way more shooting than Ben Simmons, and you will be able to green fairly consistently even with an 83 three-pointer and 9 shooting badges right there, so you'll be good right there. Then you can go down to playmaking right here. For playmaking, you want to max out everything: pass accuracy, ball handle, and speed with ball. You can see that gives you 24 playmaking badges. So like I said, even though you don't have pro dribble moves, you're going to be an amazing playmaker with this build. You can get dimer, floor general, all those good badges onto Hall of Fame. Plus you can get gold, quick first step, and handles for days. So you'll be more than good enough at playmaking with this build. You'll be basically one of the best playmaking builds, if not the best playmaking builds for a big man in the game. So yeah, 24 playmaking badges right there. That's how you want to have that set up. Then you can go down to defense right here. You want to max out your perimeter defense, steal, block, offensive rebound, and defensive rebound, just like that. That gives 25 defense badges, and you actually want to move your offensive rebound down 1 right there, and you still have those 25 defense badges, so that's perfect to set up the defense right there. You don't need interior defense. Interior defense this year does not help you with interior contests. That's what the block attribute does, so you really have no reason to upgrade interior defense this year. Mike Wang confirmed that on Twitter. Block is the most important attribute. Interior defense really isn't that important, so don't worry about upgrading that. Just upgrade these other ones right here all the way to max, and that gives you 25 defense badges. Then you can go down to your physicals, and you want to max out absolutely everything. Like I said at the beginning, beginning of this video, this build has maxed out physicals, or no, sorry, you actually want to move your driving layup down to a 91 right here, which will still be more than enough. You keep those 22 finishing badges, and then you can max out every single physicals attribute right there. And remember, like I said, these go +4 once you go into the Gatorade facility, so you'll have super good physicals on this build, as well as your amazing defense, playmaking, shooting, and finishing. This build all combined has 80 badges, as well as the max physicals. This is honestly one of the best builds in the entire game, and I really might delete my build to make this one because it's that good. It's absolutely amazing, and yeah, it's just crazy. So once you have your attributes looking like this, go ahead and click continue. Now for the takeover right here, obviously there's some personal preference. You get every single slasher, shooter, playmaker, and glass cleaner takeover, so you can choose whichever ones fit your playstyle the best. Remember, at 95 overall you can change your takeover, so try to choose ones that you think you're gonna like, but if you don't end up liking them, you can change the takeover once you get to 95 overall. But for me, some of the best ones would be See the Future, Box Out. These playmaking ones are okay, they're not amazing. The best one might be Team Ratings Boost, I would say. I don't know if you really want to take a shooting one with this build. I think there's a lot of better options than to take a shooting one for this specific build, and for slashing, I think finishing moves and easy blow-bys are the best too. So for me, I'm actually going to take easy blow-bys and finishing moves, 2 slashing takeovers, just so I can be as good at finishing as possible, dunking on everybody, all that. But again, you can choose whichever ones fit your playstyle the best. Go ahead and click continue, and as you can see, playmaking 3-level scorer, shades of Chris Webber, Anthony Davis, and Giannis Antetokounmpo. But this build really is similar to Ben Simmons as well. It's a really good all-around build, for sure one of the best builds in the game. And now I'm going to go ahead and take a quick second and show you the final badges for this build and how I would recommend setting them up. I recommend you stick around for this. It'll only take a second, and hopefully it will help you guys make the build as good as possible. So first off, for the finishing badges right here, I'm going to get Acrobat up to Hall of Fame, Fearless Finisher up to Hall of Fame, Heat Seeker up to Hall of Fame, especially since I took 2 slashing takeovers. That's a super important one. Then I'm going to get Posterizer up to Hall of Fame, Lob City Finisher up to Hall of Fame, and then I'm actually going to move Fearless Finisher down to Silver to get Slithery Finisher onto Hall of Fame, just like that. This is how I recommend setting up the finishing badges for this build. This is by far the best way to set them up. I'm going to go ahead and confirm it like that. Now for the shooting badges right here, I recommend getting Deep 3s up to Gold, Hot Zone Hunter up to Gold, and then Catch and Shoot up to Gold, just like that. Since you should mostly only be shooting off the catch and shoot with this build, you can definitely shoot off the dribble, no doubt you can shoot off the dribble, but I recommend shooting mostly off the catch and shoot so you can get as consistent as possible, especially if you have this badge on. That'll help out a lot. And Hot Zone Hunter, as long as you have Hot Zones, is amazing, and Deep 3s extends your range, obviously a really good badge right there. So I'm going to go ahead and confirm that like that. Now for the playmaking badges right here, I recommend getting Dimer onto Hall of Fame, as well as Floor General, so you can help out your teammates as much as possible. Also Downhill, this is a super underrated badge for builds like this. I'm going to get that one all the way up to Hall of Fame. Then Handles for Days onto Gold, Quick First Step onto Gold, Unpluckable onto Hall of Fame, and then you could even get Ankle Breaker if you want to be trying to break ankles with this build at Power Forward. But for me, I'm just going to go ahead and put Relay Passer and Needle Threader onto Bronze, just like that. This is how I recommend setting up the playmaking badges. Obviously some personal preference here depending on your playstyle. If you want more dribbling badges like Ankle Breaker and Space Creator, you can go ahead and put those on. But for me, this is how I want to set it up right here, so I'm going to go ahead and confirm that. Now for defense right here, you have 25 defense badges, and I recommend getting Intimidator up to Hall of Fame, Rebound Chaser up to Hall of Fame, Clamps onto Gold. I'm going to get Hot Stopper onto Gold. Even though I don't have a defensive takeover, this will still help me get my slasher takeovers faster, and since I have so many defense badges, I can afford to invest into it. Then I'm going to get Heart Crusher onto Silver, get Brick Wall into Hall of Fame if you're planning on setting screens. I'm not, so I'm not going to invest into that. Instead, I'm going to get Box onto Bronze, Chase Down Artist onto Silver, Rim Protector onto Hall of Fame, and then with my last 2 badges right here, I'm going to get Worm and Interceptor onto Bronze, just like that. This is how I'm going to set up the defense badges for this build. Obviously, again, some personal preference here, but this is a good all-around setup for you if you're just looking for an all-around setup for every situation. So I'm going to go ahead and confirm it like that. And there you guys go. That's how you make the Ben Simmons build in NBA 2K21 Next Gen. This really is one of the best builds in the game, and if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel if you're new. I upload daily NBA 2K21 content, build guides, jump shots, tips and tricks, all that good stuff. And I also stream on Twitch. My Twitch link will be down in the description below. But anyways, that's going to be it. Alright, peace.